Today, I'm going to break down how this one YouTube video generated me over $1.4 million in the span of a single year. This video alone was responsible for all of my customers and traffic. And I'm going to teach you how to create one of these videos to start or blow up your own online coaching business. Just to prove it to you that I have this formula down, I've done this video like 5 times and every time it performed. You can see I did it in 2023. You can see I did it last year in 2024. And you can see I even did it again this year. And all 3 of the times it does over 1 million views, even having one from 2022 that has over 3.7 million views. I don't promote a lot on my YouTube channel here. You can see my content. I do vlogs, I do documentaries, I do videos that I like to make. But every once in a while, I make a video like this, and this video makes me over $1 million every single time that I create it. So I'm gonna teach you how to create one of these videos today, and I'm gonna make it as simple as possible. You don't have to do all this fancy editing and production. I'll teach you how to do it on a $0 budget. So let me first break down the strategy that I use behind this. Basically, this whole thing is what I like to call a free course VSL. Instead of making some super complicated sales funnel with 1 million steps and running all this paid traffic, what I focus on is making an extremely valuable video. A video that basically gives people the full blueprint to do the thing that I'm trying to sell them. You might think that that's counterintuitive, but on YouTube, I actually believe that if you lead with value and authenticity, you stand out from the crowd. There's way too many people, especially in the online business space, that are just trying to sell stuff. And I sell stuff. There's nothing wrong with selling anything. The problem is when you don't put any value into the videos. If you actually watch this tutorial or any of my other free course VSLs, they are super value based. Like I show everything, sometimes even going as far as showing the products that I'm selling, showing the ads that I'm running. I try to show more than anybody else so people go to me as the trustworthy figure. And that is the big shift that's happening on YouTube, especially in the business space now, is that people are fiending for something real. That's why I'm even running this channel with less production and just sharing real numbers and real results over the course of the last couple of years. So the whole strategy is based on this whole free course VSL approach. Before you go and launch this VSL, I recommend that you have a solid offer developed. Now, there's a couple different approaches to building offers. There's low, mid, and high ticket. I would stay away from the mid ticket stuff completely, and I would either focus on low ticket or high ticket. Now, to generate these numbers in the last year, what I was selling was a low ticket offer. So this was what I had built. And this company, over the course of its lifetime, did around $5 to $6 million in revenue. And I was able to sell this company to a competing dropshipping software for a pretty crazy bag. And it's absolutely insane because the company only is getting traffic from these videos that I made over the last couple of years. And that just goes to show you the power of one of these VSLs when done correctly. 5 of these VSLs over the course of 5 years was enough to keep this company alive, consistently getting new customers every day, and enough for another company to want to purchase the entire project. So this was the offer. It's a $67 a month e-commerce community. Basically, you get winning products sent to you every day. There's a course created by me, and I would do group coaching. So I would get on there and do calls every single Sunday. This community type of offer is super good if you have a huge audience. If you have hundreds of thousands of followers, something like this is very special. But for most of you guys, what I would actually recommend is running a high ticket offer. The high ticket offer is the only way in the world that you can make over $100,000 a month, even if you have no followers. For example, I started this new channel here, the one that you guys are watching this video on. It's absolutely crazy. I made this video right here. This video only got 20,000 views, and it flooded my sales call calendar with hundreds of calls of people interested in my high ticket program, which goes for around $30,000. And just from this one video alone, in the last 2 months of the year 2025, we've done a little less than $250,000 just from this one video that I posted on this channel. So that's the power of having a high ticket offer. You don't have to have this crazy, complicated, super edited video. It's the same approach here that I did here. And I'm gonna explain what I mean in just a second. So you need to come up with an offer. We'll talk a little bit more about that down the line, but it's something to start thinking about even before making the video. Because if the video pops off and you have no offer, well, then you're cooked. And if you want my help with coming up with that offer, creating this video, coming up with the whole direction for your channel, click the link in the description down below. I just started doing this coaching program 7 months ago. It's been super successful. We helped now over 50 people scale their channels, some of the biggest names in this space. But for now, let me get back into explaining the strategy. So the next thing that you need to do is create one of these free course VSLs and focus on search. Now, a lot of big YouTubers will tell you that search doesn't matter, and I would agree. But for these type of VSLs, if you can win the game of search, you'll just print money for the rest of the year. Like if you look at the breakdown of this video, actually, you'll see that 39% of the viewership actually came from search. And then if we go to the most recent one right here, you'll see it's the same story. Like 50% of viewers came from search. The rest of my videos are not like this, but these free course VSLs absolutely dominate in search results. So you really want to optimize for search. And I'll share a little bit more about how to do that, but let me keep moving through the strategy. The next thing that you want to do is you want to link all your future videos back to this one. So my secret is that even though it looks like I'm not doing a lot of promotions over the course of the years, what I'll do is I'll subtly include a mention back to this dropshipping guide in my other projects. Instead of doing a full-on commercial in one of these videos saying, yo guys, check out Viral Vault, go sign up down below. It's more like, yo, if you guys want to learn how to start your first online business, I made a free course for you guys on my channel. You can check the link down in the description. Or even on a simpler level, just putting the video at the end screen of the other video will send people back around to it. But the pitch in all my other videos, when applicable, is going back to the free course. And what that does is it makes you sustain your relationship with the audience. People still feel like you actually are somebody that's good and somebody that's not always trying to sell them something. But then they get to go to this next video and the vibe stays the same. You're teaching them, you're giving them value, but at this point, you've given them so much value that when you do drop a pitch, they're more than happy to support and purchase the product. So that's kind of my whole philosophy. That's how I made over $10 million with just this main channel. And that's sort of how I'm approaching this new channel that I'm building as well. This channel is a little different. And this is actually what I would want you guys to try to be a little closer to, because this type of strategy is accessible to everybody. But if you do this the right way, you're going to print money for months. Like a video like this, or a video like this one is going to flood your sales call calendar. It's going to get consistent customers and subscriptions to your community every single day. It just works, okay? So at the moment, I am focusing on my high ticket coaching offer. This is what I would recommend most of you guys to do if you're looking to make money online this year, especially if you're looking to make money from YouTube, is coming up with a high ticket offer. Something that is more expensive than $5,000. Because to make serious money with this thing, you only need to sell a couple of them. You're already familiar with this business model, so I'm not going to go super in depth on it. But if I could compare having the low ticket versus the high ticket, I'll do the high ticket every time. Think about this. This product cost me $67 to sell, and we did over $1.4 million with this. Imagine if instead of this, I had an offer that was $5,000 to $10,000. I would have gotten way less customers. But getting millions of people to go to this video and watch and go into that sales call calendar, this would have been easily a multi-million-dollar year. So just keep that in mind. If I can make $250,000 with 20,000 views, imagine what happens when you get 1 million views with a high ticket funnel. That's the important thing. So how do you create these free courses? Well, the first way is doing a high effort one. And that's what I did right here. So this video is what I would consider to be my most high effort free course. This video got 1 million views over the course of 11 months. It's 45 minutes long, but this video cooked. This brought in all the revenue for 2024 for my education business. And we had an even more successful year in 2024. When I say high effort, I mean it's shot with really nice cameras. You put a script together for the video. You outline every kind of major detail of the video. It's a lot of planning. This to me is the old style of YouTube. If you're starting YouTube today, this is not what you want to do. If you do this, especially in the business space, your chances of failure are much higher. The new meta on YouTube is doing low effort videos like I'm doing right now. And a great example in the dropshipping space that I want to highlight here is this guy, Mark. So this, in my opinion, is a free course VSL. This still falls under the category of what I'm talking about today, but it's low effort. And why does the low effort stuff work so good? Because it feels real. You watching this guy with his shirt off on a laptop with earbuds and he's showing his results in front of your face, you can't dispute that it's authentic. You know that this has to be legit. And then he goes on to just simply explain his whole strategy over the course of 15 minutes. And then at the end of the video, he makes a pitch for his high ticket coaching program. This video, if done correctly, will make him over $1 million. And it's a very simple, low effort, free course VSL. And I would actually bet that if you go on a new incognito tab and you search up the term, for example, branded drop shipping, I bet you he pops up in the first couple options. Even if he doesn't pop up right away, I bet you he pops up in the beginning. Maybe because he cussed in the title, it's not gonna pop up, but there it is, he pops up there. So this is the type of thing that if this video pops off, it'll change your life and it'll change your business forever. And as we see now, we don't have to do this crazy high production videos like him or like him, because YouTube is really leaning towards this style. Bro is literally drawing on a board and the video got 240,000 views in a month. That's the current state of YouTube right now. So the method behind creating these videos, even if you're going to create a low effort one, this is exactly how I would do it. I would find an outlier in another niche and bring it over to yours. And funny enough, you might think that this guy is like a genius or like he cracked some like secret code. But if you actually look, he was maybe like the 10th or 15th person to do this video. He was just the first person to bring it over into the dropshipping space. So somebody else had huge success, how to make fuck you money with coding. I've seen one of my friends do like how to make fuck you money with YouTube shorts. So this guy brought it over to branded dropshipping and he was one of the first ones to do that and it popped up like crazy. So this is a title that you could use, but you would have to bring it over to a completely different field. Like how to make FU money with personal training or how to make FU money with whatever your thing is. That is the secret to having success with these new channels, is finding stuff that worked for somebody else and just changing one modifier on it. And when you do that, it's very important to try to replicate pretty much everything else. Do it in your own style, but try as best as you can to replicate the style that worked for them as close as possible while still trying to make it unique. In the beginning, you don't have the skills to come up with something from scratch. You don't have the skills to come up with something brand new. So it's best to just look at what's working elsewhere and try to replicate that. That's been the fastest way to learn in my life. And once you replicate something enough times, it puts you at a different skill level to then go on to create things and make them your own. Next, I would recommend scripting a solid outline for the video. Now, I've done super in-depth outlines over the years for my beginner's guide to dropshipping videos, but you can simplify it and do something just like this. I believe that if you put more effort into this right here, not only is the video going to be way easier to film, but it's also going to perform better because it has better structure. So I would highly recommend doing a solid outline for the video. Write out the hook. Make sure you write out the title. Make sure you write out the main beats that you want to go through in the video. And then just riff. Be authentic. Talk about it how you actually feel about it. And this is going to make for a better video. The first ones are going to suck. I'm just telling you the reality. Like the first raw videos that you do are going to be so bad. But after 10, after 20 of them, you're going to get more comfortable on the camera. And it's only a matter of time till you have your first video that does pretty well. What I recommend for selling on the video is putting a 1 to 2 minute ad read after the first big payoff. First big payoff meaning that first big win of the video. So in the video that we were looking at today, you'll see that I did the first major point saying like principle number 1 of how to start dropshipping. And then right after that first principle is finished, I would insert the ad read right at the end of that. And it's right there. So around 4 minutes in, I gave them a bunch of value. I gave them a little bit of the playbook. I showed them live examples. They already feel like this is a great and valuable video. And then boom, I came in and started to promote the product. I really needed a retwist that day. I don't know why I filmed that video without a retwist. That's just crazy, bro. But it is what it is. It still made me over $1.4 million. So I could pay for a couple retwists now. And then what you want to do is link all the future videos back to that video, you know? So if I did another video talking about how to make money online, I would say, yo guys, by the way, I made a full free course teaching you guys everything you need to know about starting your first store. You can check that out. If I would do a podcast, I used to do this all the time when I would go on podcasts, I would promote that video. When people would ask me in DMs, hey, how do I get started with dropshipping? I'm not selling them a course in the DM. I'm sending them the video, and then they like the video, then they're buying the course. So that is the full method. That is how I made 1.4 million from one YouTube video. And like I said before, man, if you guys want me to help you execute on this, I do have a coaching program where you get to work directly with me. So you can check out the link in the description down below. Click the link right here. Fill out the application. I don't have a sales team. I don't have closers. It's just going to be me going through these things. And if I feel like you're a good fit for the program, I'll reach out, because I don't really want to work with everybody on this program. I want to work with established people and help them get to that next level like we've been doing over the last couple months. So that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you guys want me to talk about next on this channel, and I'll try my best to cover it. Talk soon.